Yo everyone, we're back of Trails Through Daybreak. Last time, we dealt with some stuff in the desert, saved the two people we were tasked with saving, and we ended up fighting a prince and his very, very strong companion. It was a bit of an experience. This time, we're on our way to Vegas Films, and I took care of basically already all the NPCs that I can already, but we still got the most important two.
Well, look who the cat dragged in. It seems we owe you once again for the information you supplied us with in this case. I won't ask how you even came across that information. Right now, we need to determine the provenance of those orbital hookahs.
Is everything going to be okay with them? It sounds like they've spread like wildfire across the city.
We're managing. We, the local police, and the guild are all working together to confiscate them from every business in possession of one. Our official excuse to avoid a commotion is that they contain unauthorized ingredients, though some customers may be skeptical.
It's back-breaking work getting it all done. The CID wasn't helping behind the scenes. I don't know how we'd manage this ourselves. I guess with the folks who've already smoked, we'll be telling them a little more and following up with them later. Glad to hear things with Renee and his people are going well enough, at least. I realized that Renee wants Van to call him Kincaid, but I realized that Elaine also calls him Renee, so I don't know if, that's also, if begging to be called Kincaid is something he says to her as well, or if that's just a thing he localizes to Van.
I feel a little uneasy about not doing more for those smokers, but I imagine you're pressed for time and resources here.
Indeed. I suppose we should consider ourselves lucky Sorry, I got something in my throat there. That the devices in question have not managed to proliferate outside of Tharbad.
Quite. With all of the Central Eastern VIPs here, this could have easily turned into an international incident if we've been slower. Believe me, as police we wish there was more we could do. We're playing the hand we've been dealt as best we can. The CID has already determined how it'll go about controlling the information for this case, as well as gradual disclosure to the public. That means their only job as police is to gather the hookahs and round up the perpetrators. I'm not exactly keen on being a pawn for the CID, but if nothing else, at least it allows us to focus on what we do best.
When I got the emergency call, I was pretty irritated, but knowing the drug containment is involved, I understand the urgency now. Slipping substances into unsuspecting people's hookahs is no laughing matter. We're talking about public safety at this point. To think my girlfriend and I were going to smoke some of that stuff too. Talk about dodging a bullet. Yeah, lucked out on that one, didn't you? Anyways, that's all the people I want to talk to. And now, beep beep warning, you're about to enter big stuff. Closing on our suspect in pounds. Are we ready? Day 2 will end and the main story will advance? Hold up. That kind of sounds like a big deal. Maybe I should go check my ornaments? I mean, I do have a lot now. Maybe I'm good? And there's probably some specific stuff I should do. BRB. Alright, let's hop to it this time. Some arrangements, headed to the studio. 9:02 p.m. God damn the animation. This isn't even like the mocap stuff necessarily. This is just like, well, not a mocap scene at least. That was just kind of like more general animation. Though maybe those are themselves are mocap nowadays. What do you guys think? You like it? That was awesome. I don't even know how to explain it. That was crazy cool. Yeah, it had your usual carefree energy, but something about it felt a little more refined too. I liked it.
Yeah, you're putting your own spin on it that's different from your sister. Good on ya. What's the verdict? Think she'll be ready in time?
Oh, ye of little faith. She will be. We still have plenty of time to fine-tune things to fit her in with the parade.
We need all the time we can get. She's good, but she's not quite a match for Sarah. But give me the rest of the night and I'll whip her into shape or my name isn't Salvatore Gotti.
I'm counting on you, Mr. Gotti. With your help, I can do this. I just hope my sister... Never mind. I trust you guys. I know you'll do great. Anyway, Mr. Gotti, I'm ready to learn the next part.
Fabulous. Now let's get back to work. So when things loop back around...
I'm shocked that this dude is capable of, like, teaching people how to do an entire routine in, like, a single day. Things sure have taken an interesting turn around here, haven't they? Especially when it comes to those orbital hookahs and how they managed to get so popular.
Definitely. Luckily, we were able to put the screws to the distributor and get evidence out of them, too. Apparently, they'd been blasting out sample units all over town under the pretext of it being a campaign commemorating the festival.
Additionally, there were signs that they made it into the city without being inspected by the proper authorities beforehand. Unfortunately, it seems like nobody has managed to uncover any direct evidence of Mr. Dillon's involvement yet. Yeah, but he's otherwise got guilty written all over him. The nerve of that pompous ass, thinking he can get away with this.
Keep in mind, the big chief acted on his own. I'd guess Gotti's completely in the dark about everything. For now, just keep Shahina and Gotti focused on the task at hand. It's our job to worry about Sarah. We're gonna do everything we can to bring her back.
Yeah, I know. All we can do is trust you. You think she's really somewhere in this building?
Based on what the cops and Gil to figure out, there's no evidence that she ever left. It pretty much rules out any other place she could be.
We've also uncovered more information thanks to Mr. Brad and the CID. According to them, there are discrepancies between the construction declaration filed a year ago and the construction firm's own paperwork. Said discrepancies appear to indicate that this building contains an entire additional floor that isn't officially accounted for.
Ah yes, a secret floor.
We suspect it contains some sort of security that only Dillon can get past as the president company.
I said that backwards. Whatever.
If Sarah's anywhere in here, she's probably on that floor. But if we can create the right kind of diversion, he'll show us what he's really all about. In fact, Nina's helping to pinpoint which terminal he uses to get into that place right now.
Judith, come over here.
I need your help deciding something. Which of these dance patterns looks better?
Alright, just a sec.
You're looking for Terminal A2. If you're going to attempt anything, that's the one you want.
A2! Sorry. I instantly just had 9S enter my mind. Did she just...
Sounds like somebody was gonna act on her own if we didn't. Good old Grimcat.
You guys! Sorry to bother you. I managed to find a handful of terminals that can be accessed. The only problem is, they're not the right security level, so I'm not sure which would be the easiest to use to break into...
No worries, we already figured it out.
Yes, could you please take us to Terminal A2?
Oh boy.
I miss Nier.
Damn it.
Automata was a fun game.
To crack down on the orbital hookahs.
Hookahs?
Oh, this is the end, isn't it? No, not yet.
No,
they can't
no.
find any evidence that points to me yet.
The delivery of that no was way funny.
Oh, this is the end, isn't it? No, not.
No, you can't. That is impossible.
In which case, maybe I should pull some strings with the police to keep those people away. No, that won't work.
Sorry, Harvey, Stardew Valley. Your time is up.
Damn it! Where did I go wrong? How did I end up like this?
By going crooked, you fool.
No, enough moping. I just need to focus on getting through the film festival.
This camera is very obviously, like, positioned in a way that someone's gonna come busting through the door.
Once I manage that, I can call in a favor with the ruling party and...
There it is. Or not?
What is it?
His phone
Don't
instead?
You know how late it is?
Excuse me, sir. I'm with security. I have a visitor waiting for you.
Is that Aaron? That's definitely Aaron.
Visitor? Who could possibly want to see me at this hour?
Well, you see, they say they're with the Calvardian Federal Police. They want to speak with you directly.
What? Impossible! They're already on to me?
What's wrong, sir? Should I let them through?
No, do not! Especially if they don't have a warrant. Just buy me some time. I don't care what you do. Damn it, damn it, damn it! They leave me no choice.
Bro is like, I'm not owned! I'm getting the hell out of here! Shit, which one was it? Oh, it was this one. Why do I have multiple elevators that lead to this floor if I'm the only one that can that can come here anyways? Oh well, time to get a move on. Time for my secret escape plan. Let's see, which one of my 50 luxury cars should I use to get out of here? Oh, right. I should activate the security system just in case.
Security system activated.
I need to get rid of that evidence, whatever it takes.
It almost felt like I was gonna get to play as him. Finally on the move.
I didn't know it was possible to do this with shards. They're the same camouflage ones that Van used to catch me when we first met.
That voice modification just now is pretty awesome too. Shards can do that too, huh?
They can indeed. Shards can be used in a great many ways by combining them with a hollow. I would be happy to educate you all on the specifics some other time if you have an interest. If you'd like. Though this feels a little illegal almost.
Yeah, we're just getting a bit more morally, what's the word? Corrupt as time goes on, I guess? Yeah, it turns out Dingo and the CID's intel was right on the money. Looks like some kind of research facility. But what I want to know is, what are you doing here?
Thought you'd notice me sooner than later.
Oh shit, fee jump scare.
Were you just like hanging on to the ceiling? Whoa, hey!
How long have you been up there?
You didn't sneak in before us, did you?
I like how not even Aaron realized it.
All the info we got from that reporter in the CID led me here. Too bad I wasn't able to fool your boss or the concierge there.
Yeah, we're kind of built different. Or they are.
I noticed you right away when I deployed those investigative shards.
Makes sense you'd be good at this kind of stealth mission, though. Even if I did find you, I sure wasn't expecting to. Didn't know everyone's favorite heroes of justice were into
Or
trespassing.
not when there's any other option. But in this case, there really wasn't one.
Fair.
We can't afford to drag our feet when civilian lives are in danger. So, to cut to the chase, mind if I tag along with you?
That's a former Jaeger for you. More willing to bend the law than some others might be. Though, bracers in general are kind of just like, I mean, if it's for the sake of saving people. Not in the least. We could use your help, Sylphie.
And we're good to go.
There we are. Seriously? Ah, screw it. We don't have time to waste right now.
Yes, we need to rescue Sarah as soon as possible. Right, let's get on Gaspard's butt.
Fee has temporarily joined the party as a guest. Damn. Yeah, I guess getting rid of Anyas is like the best option. I was like, she joins at a lower level than Rosette. That's kind of funny. All her stuff can't be changed out. Double Zephyr. All right. Let's see here. I guess I don't really need a heal at all.
No problemo.
Oh shit, that third part of the combo is new. Like, the first two is kind of similar to what she's always had, and like, damn it, the sheathing of the weapons and her actually having them on her person now. God, the growth of this series is always something that's stellar to witness. The spin of the blades, and then, wait, the spin of the blades, shooting at the ground, and then did she do what I think she did? She did blow on the frickin' weapons. What a lady. Insane. Oh boy, here we are. Right to a first fight, eh?
Oh, he activated stuff.
Now it's all me.
I was gonna say, she should have impede.
I won't let this chance slip by.
Da na 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 da 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 do 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 la na na da da.
Activating skill.
My move now.
Oh shit! I don't have enough for it. Ah, mother bastard.
I suggest.
And I don't have enough for anything right now. Not even Azure Grion? Oh, she doesn't come with enough. Okay. Actually, she did, but I used sweep, so that kind of fucked it up.
Like hell, you all you got?
Shield him up. Nice miss, bro. Buddy boy, buddy bro.
Now it's all me.
Okay.
Now's
Stealth.
a good time to boost.
Mirage Raid.
Activating skill.
Wow. So it attacks and gives stealth? That's kind of insane, actually. Aaron, you okay back there, pal?
Now's
Oh.
a good time to boost.
Yeah, I guess he is, but at the same time,
Activating skill. Get to it, mate.
A chance
You've been-
for a shot boost.
jeez, I have to walking around her is kind of a pain here.
All the stops.
Look at it. The fact that I can hit with this is kind of insane. And of course, I missed the one that I cared about hitting more.
Here goes.
Okay, I do not want our buddy here to die. You know what? Yeah.
Help me out, Marcel.
Glimmering Flash.
How's about this?
Show me what you got.
How's about this?
Yeah, sure.
Activating
What's this do?
Just to be sure.
Ah, already saw this one before.
Nice.
There we go.
Not a first time seeing those lumps of metal.
Yeah, we fought things like them just in Lawnport. These aren't society made. I'm guessing they're yours.
They are indeed security models from our lineup.
Why are you speaking? Wait, what? I knew your company sold weapons, but
We don't make the weapons ourselves, as that isn't our company's purview. Our role is to connect those seeking to purchase weapons with the relevant manufacturers.
What the hell? You guys are deep in it, huh?
society had a monopoly on that stuff in the underworld for a pretty long time. But recently, Marduk's been stealing a lot of their market share and expanding above board and under the table. That's one reason the guild is so wary of you people.
I can't say I blame you for that either.
Why do you work at this place? Like, I already mentioned it before, but I feel like the Rosette lore is gonna go insane eventually. And it is kind of weird because, unlike all the other characters, you know, Van's kind of like a closed mystery too. Like, obviously he has a dank backstory that's being kept under wraps. And same with Agnes, but we got like at least a decent glimpse into hers already. And then there's Fairy and Aaron, we already know the whole deal on. But Rosette is like, you know, Rosette's like the first non-starting cast character that isn't having like their lore revealed. Because, you know, Van and Agnes, you start the game with them, it makes sense that they wouldn't give it all of their stuff to you at once. But she is a bit of a different case in that regard.
Still, whether a weapon's good or bad depends on who's using it. I take it you weren't aware these things were being used here?
Correct. Vegas Films is not in our client database.
So someone did
I
it?
suspect they were procured illicitly.
Yeah.
The same is most likely true for the units you fought in Longport.
They're all connected to Almada then, huh?
So it seems, which makes their presence here further proof of Almada's involvement.
Yeah. Now let's get moving. If we found this much proof already, it's only gonna keep coming.
Doesn't look like we can go through the front door. No choice but to check out the side corridors then. Let's find the CEO.
Honestly, between her model and the art, it's insane how much.
Goofy ass mustache.
Thank you, Aaron. I was gonna say it's just insane how much Fee's matured in such a short amount of time. Like, I don't think that there has been too big of a leap from Reverie to this game. The time, like, it's not like the time leap is non-existent, but at the same time, whoa, the freaking dash attack was kind of crazy though.
I need to lay off a little.
You could do a charge attack too.
I like the way that she just has like the after images and stuff when she uses her special. Okay, you are all already in deep shit, kinda. Yeah, those tears kind of rip through my EP like no other's business. Yeah, I think it's only... I really suck at memorizing the timeline of events, but regardless...
Here goes.
I mean, I know that it's at least less than 3 years, because that's like supposedly when the Eternal Recurrence plan ends. So whatever's Fee's age is, it's been less than 3 years at maximum. There we go. Got some more stuff there. I gotta remember about my perfect dodges. All right, get out of here. Sick of your crap. Hit him with it. Might as well get him. See ya, bitch!
Boost gauge limiter removed.
Alright, got most of them. I don't have to... Obviously, I don't have to keep all of this in, but might as well keep some of it.
You're next, Van. Got strength in spades.
There we go.
Mission accomplished.
Hey, I've seen worse.
I guess that's everything that was over this way. I don't know how much I actually need to keep in when it's stuff like this, but... Because, you know, Trails dungeon crawling isn't the most eventful unless you're the one actually playing it. And even then, it's usually more so of a casual thing. It's not really going full speed ahead on everything. You know, I don't really know if there's much of a buff for, what was I gonna say? If there's much of a buff for doing... for breaking multiple enemies before you go enter a shard fight. And... that's what I just ended up doing, is I ended up breaking both of them at the same time and then activating it. I don't know if there was any actual buffs to that, but it was kind of interesting, and I thought maybe it helped. Well, I definitely murdered the hell out of them due to that, at least.
Keep up the excellent work.
Whoops. Open that up.
It seems we have a way forward.
Kind of looks like there was whiskers on that frickin' door. You know, I somehow never realized the fact that there's a thing that says release shard there, which is very interesting. Like, the fact that I can enter and re-enter is kind of nuts. Which is kind of maybe ideal? It's hard to tell, but that seems like an easy way to go about it.
Could do better.
Gibril Guard. Oh, up. That sounds like a really good one, whatever it was. Status. How do I do it? Check crafts. White heal. Deploys a shield to guard allies. Shield HP regen on turn. Oh, that's a whole 70 CP, but damn, that's good. That's really solid. I definitely got to keep that one in mind. Definitely good to have. All right. What a thrill. Anything else? Just more enemies.
Stay sharp. Stop.
Oh shit.
Wait, why? Oh, shit.
Let's shut off that infrared trap ASAP.
Me and Aaron being in fucking sync, and then the delivery on that. That was the most casual, like, oh, shit. I love Aaron. What a fucking dude. What a guy. What a lad.
Alright, I guess that means I gotta use this. Never mind.
Nice. Back to work.
Not quite. It does bring me over here, though, interestingly enough.
Looks like some good loot.
Which is kind of another way to reach this area.
Use a charge attack.
Nope. Not losing that shit. Out of here, bitch.
Attacking target.
And there we go.
Activating skill.
Now you will up to you, reset.
Alright, back over to this room. What do we got? Approaching from a different direction, but hey. A new enemy that's also required. Let's see. I mean, not really any reason not to. Crit turn and everything else, I mean, I'd be a fool if I did not.
Displaying data.
Alright, nothing special here, so let's go for... I feel like I'll at least keep in, like, the required fights and things like that. If I just got rid of every single smaller fight, then it wouldn't really... I don't even know. Damn, inflicted seal? That's little shit you like to see. Finally, the shoe's on the other foot. Alright. Anyways, kill. Did pretty decent damage at least. See ya. Get stun lock, nerd. What are you gonna do? Die? Yeah, definitely. And bye-bye. Beep, bop. Shibba boop. Sorry, I love this music.
What is all this?
Growing that stuff, eh?
It's those plants we found in that cave. They must be what's fueling the hookahs.
And the fact they're here is pretty much the smoking gun for our theories. What do you think these pills are? Ah yes, the stuff that was in Crossbow, I don't know. Probably the enhancement drug they've been using.
What? But then... This seems to suggest they're abusing it on a much broader scale.
Yeah, I had a feeling this operation was too big to be just for messing with the film festival. This facility must be for researching and manufacturing illegal drugs like these. Yeah, and it's probably one of many, too. Regardless, this is concrete proof that Vegas Films is connected to the development of unlawful pharmaceuticals. I will record our findings on my Zypha. Thanks. Hang on, we're not supposed to be here. This isn't exactly admissible evidence. Well, it's a bit of a gray area, but there's ways of getting it to count. Like sending the police in for something unrelated and having them find all this in the process. Money laundering, but for evidence, huh? Awesome.
Oh, that's a great idea. I'll remember that one. I feel like some of us are taking the wrong lesson from all this.
Agnes is the only sane person remaining amongst this whole crew. That includes Rosette. She is also not sane. I mean, you don't really get to be a freaking super maid like her and end up being considered sane by any means. I'm surprised. That feels like winning the battle but losing the war when I dodge an attack but then I get hit anyways like that. Anyways. Bye-bye. Get out. This fight isn't long enough for me to even cut out. Alright, there we go. Chance for a short boost.
Always got it down, reset.
This, however, let me just run over here real quick. And lasers out of here.
Back to work.
Whoa! Bastard. Yet more. Not really seeming much health here. Seems we're getting close to another thing, though. I can't tell if it's the actual end or if it's just the way we're going. There's another guy over here, though, that I need to fight. Sonic Chaser. Alright, I'll have to try that one.
Went overboard with all the traps.
For real. They're such a pain to deal with.
That's probably the point.
Helps the CEO shake off any pursuers while he makes a clean getaway.
Makes sense. Wow, lots of Sepith. Alright, that's clearly... Wait. Okay. Yeah, so we've got a few more places to go before the actual, you know, biggin. This kind of reminds me of like a palace in Persona 5. Like the one from Royal.
Don't leave anything standing.
I don't know why this room in particular just gives off those type of vibes to me, and I have no idea as to the specifics.
Use a sharp boost to get the upper hand.
And I shall.
Come on, let's activate your skill.
Coin bullet.
Expands.
And let's just murder him.
Boost gauge limit.
Okay, not quite murder, but you know, try my best here.
Oh, you target lock.
Don't screw with me!
La da 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 da.
Activating skill.
Uh-oh. Can't say I'm a fan of this. Get out.
Boost gauge limit crush.
My move now.
Get out.
Boost gauge limiter unlocked.
Seriously? Not even one of them dead yet? Oh my god.
Guard down.
Van, please murder. It didn't even kill one of them. I am pissed.
Falling.
Okay. Alrighty.
Activating
Fucking kill. Please. I don't care how many. Just kill one of them at least. Oh my god, there they go. Christ almighty, that was a toughie. I was like spamming the shit out of S-Crafts. And to what avail? And there all my CP goes down the drain. Hey, look at all that. Whoa, they can't all be full of drugs, can they? I haven't put good mirror on them being stuffed with exactly that. Guess this must be where the stuff's stored until it can be shipped out. There's so much of it. They're looking at tens of millions of mirror worth of product in this room alone. I will inspect the terminal. There might be something of value on it. Beep-a-deep beep beep. Looks like a list of the people buying this stuff. Indeed. Covering the past half year, it seems. Most of it is encrypted, so it will take some time to extract all of the details from it. Even so, it's clearly a long list. It seems this drug is rather more widely distributed than we thought. We could just sell this baby to Hayway and have them take care of the dirty work for us. Can't see us finding anything in Almada in here, though. Yeah, they're not careless enough to leave names and whatnot in a database like this. But there has to be something on them on this floor. The president wouldn't have snuck down here otherwise. Let's get back on his trail. His trails. We can't have far left to go now. We need to get on his trails before we reach Daybreak. Right. Wherever he is, we're bound to find Sarah too. Oh my god.
falling. Current level's dangerous.
Yeah, tell me something I'm not aware of. Everyone is halfway to death here. Beep bop boop beep beep. Shit. Beep bop boop beep. There we go. And then I do have all these EP charges that I haven't used for crap yet, so hey, they can finally have a use. Nothing here besides what the game wants.
Huh, looks like a chest.
As I say, there has to be something down here, otherwise this room wouldn't exist. Or at least that's the general philosophy, but you never truly know in these type of things. Sometimes developers will just make a small room just for the funny. Maybe they go insane while making these dungeons and then they just go, hey, you know what would be really funny? Damn, I didn't get to good look at that animation for free, but that shit looked kind of insane. Okay, yeah, that looked crazy, actually. Can you see what's happening? Because I sure can't. Alright, there we go.
That's what you get.
Break 2. Stun plus 40 is kind of nuts, actually. That might be something to put on. Who would I want to put that on, actually? Is there anyone I can think of, maybe? I don't want to take off evade on you, because that would just because having resist seal is just way too useful. Oh, can I?
Activated.
Okay, no, all of this is hard locked. I can't mess with anything there. Oh, I like the Bracer Guild, Zypha. We probably had that as well for Elaine, and I just didn't notice. I wonder when we're gonna get Zen and Ezla playable. I assume it'll happen eventually. I'm not prepared to see his S-Craft and actually no, he'll probably end up getting a new one. Fee ended up getting a new one, so I can't imagine. It would be really sick though if they kept in his old one and we got to see Wrath of Genbu. But I don't know if I should be holding out for that. Same with Walter, maybe. It would be such a damn shame though if they didn't remake Walter's. But I guess they'll have the Sky remakes for something like that, maybe. So who knows? Yeah, I'm kind of just faffing about here. Let's see, follow up. What's this one? Crit, freeze. 10% chance for that. 10% chance to mute. Let's get rid of one of these and we'll put on the other thing. Or was it? Oh, what's this? Critical damage from a... Oh, shit. Increases crit damage? Ooh, that's definitely one to use. That one is like 100% one that I need to use eventually. Yeah, that is a huge one to get. Whenever I get like a good crit build going, that's gonna go insane. All right. There we go. Here's this. Orbit settings. Can I... Let's go custom. Can I open any slots here? We don't have too many more left to deal with Van. He's only got like 2 more. Anyas. It would be really nice to open up this last one for her, but that's also expensive as hell. Rosette. It's interesting how it gets more expensive as you go down. Like you get to the ones for arts and like the extra, and it just gets insanely expensive, dude. Okay, no, I already got that. Let's get this one for Van because, I mean, he is like a defensive character, so it just makes sense. All right, let's see what we got here. Big time, big fight. This has got to be the place.
We should be able to peek inside through this gap.
There he be.
There's Sarah.
That girl better not be.
She's okay. She's breathing. I suspect she was administered a soporific of some kind.
Excellent. Once I dispose of this, I'm scot-free.
Uh-huh.
After that, I just need to dump the girl somewhere and leverage my political connections to...
It's too late to pretend none of this happened.
Sorry for showing up without an appointment, Mr. Dillon.
Kidnapping victim safely safely secured. Are you all right, Sarah? She is exhausted, but her vitals seem stable.
You were the handyman those actresses hired.
Correct.
How did you even get in here? This is trespassing, you know?
You're on our asses about trespassing. We're here because of the shit you pulled, dumbass. It goes without saying that we'll be paying you back on behalf of our client. But you'll be handing over proof of your honeymoon with your friend, too.
Wait, please, let's just talk about this. I'm as much of a victim in this as anyone.
Oh boy.
They blackmailed me into doing their bidding. If you just take her and go without making a fuss, I'll happily give you 10 million Mira. Yes, how does that sound?
I could buy a lot of sweets with that. Ah, shit. Aaron, you've got to stop whistling, man. I suck at doing that. See, that was more of a cat call whistle that I did. It's like one of those things where, like, if I make it as one sound, it's not as
as if I have like a wind-up one. Because when I do like a cat call one, I get like a wind-up because it's like 2 separate noises. So I get to do like... But if it's like one single whistle and I go like... And I go like... And it's kind of... It's cruddy. Even now, you're still trying to squirm your way out of this. You don't know when to give up, do you?
I might have given it some thought normally, but not while our guest got her eye on us.
Of course you would have. I like the fact that he actually considered it. Man, this dude is fucking corrupt as hell.
Shouts to Van, shouts to Van.
Still, you should really be sure who you're talking... You should really be sure who you're talking to before you start offering bribes.
A bracer?
Bingo.
This can't be happening.
If you plan on pleading extenuating circumstances, though, we may be able to help. But only if you give us that file, the evidence that illegal... Give us that file. The evidence that illegal drugs are being manufactured here, and the real goal of the festival. That, and provide testimony on all you know about Almada.
You can't be serious. Do you have any idea what'll happen to me if I rat them out? They show no mercy to traitors. You must know that.
Please. I can't imagine you know anything that fatal to them. But we can take you into witness protection after your arrest. We can even help you flee abroad if that's what you want.
I really don't know anything. All I did was give them a place to work. That goes for the Orbital hookahs they made here too. They just left us orders and ignored us afterwards. I wouldn't be surprised if they'd left Tharbad in the dust by the time the police started their crackdown. I don't even know why those thugs were so interested in Nina and the others to begin with.
I mean, we're definitely gonna end up fighting someone big. There was too many people that they showed off for us not to fight someone, whether it be the 2 new people, Melchior and the boss? I don't know.
The reason I sent that letter was to try and get them away from danger.
Hold on, what did you just say?
Almada had an interest in Nina, Judith, Sarah, and the prince? He has someone behind. Oh, there it is. No! And big shock. Holy shit! Whoa! From above? Holy shit, Bushido mech?
Hey, get back here!
Enjoy yourselves. I'll be exiting stage left. I'm sure the prince can manage the festival, so you fools can do as you please.
Damn. Nice shots. You're not getting away.
Watch out!
Damn, that's a sick looking enemy, actually. A warrior model? The society used to use ones like this. It's a close combat prototype based on the models of which you speak. It had reportedly been stolen after delivery to a client, but I didn't expect to find it here.
This came from you guys too?
Hey, suggestion. Stop making so much dangerous shit! I do apologize, but filing complaints will have to wait. Please shut up. Filing complaints? What the hell?
Yeah, let's take this thing down and get on his tail.
Right, Roger!
Deploying shards.
I used like the most manly voice I could muster for Fairy because I was not paying attention.
Now's a good time to boost.
Ray Zonber Oka. Dude, this thing's got...
Right now.
Hold up, sorry. We're turn-based, so... Oh shit, I can end up just stabbing... Aaron, no!
Come on, let's go.
That's a fucking sick-ass weapon it's got. You know, I've heard complaints about Trail's enemy designs and whatnot, but this shit's clean! Look at that thing. Like, that's a sick-ass sword. I love the lights on it and, like, everything. I like the armor it's got on, like, the front and the back here. It's got boosters. It's got, like, the freaking... It's got, like, the same type of head things as, like, Grendel, almost. You know, it's just really cool. Crescent Eye, maybe? Let's go for Chrono Drive.
You'll pay for that.
Hold out the thunder.
Use a sharp
Let's go for all this. Okay, then.
Use a sharp boost to get the upper hand.
Yeah, I understand, alright?
May we proceed with caution.
Haven't used this much. Oh, that was a crit turn. I kind of messed up. Oh well.
Use a sharp boost to get the upper hand. Mr.
Over here, all for you. Help me out, Busso.
Let's see what else I got.
Now's a good time to boost.
Show me what you got.
Activating.
Let's go for this.
Boost gauge limit crush.
That was solid damage. What else I got? Can't use that quite yet. Cool.
Initiating drive.
Oh shit. Okay, that was like a charge type thing. I probably should have used the shield. Not my smartest idea. Oh, it's gonna hurt.
Well, this sucks.
Alright, restart the fight it is. Holy shit.
Guard down.
Alright. Yeah. This is gonna take a bit. I was rearranging my party and I realized we never actually checked out Fee's profile here. A B-rank bracer from the Empire's Bracer Guild, also known as Sylphid. She once lived as a Jaeger and possesses exceptional physical abilities. Let's check her portrait. This art is way too good for me to ignore. The colors on the outfit are, like, insane. The tan with, like... I don't know what you call this midsection here. You know, the one with, like, the belts on and whatnot. It's like a... I mean, I know what, like, color it is and whatnot. I'm just talking about, like, what... It's like a corset, almost, or something like that? And then I like the beret with, like, the little feather on it. The entire design is just extremely well done, and it's nice. I don't think we got a chance to look at the art in full before because it was, what was I gonna say? Because we only got to use her for, like, one battle before this section. But, yeah, I just want to show that off. Frickin' perish, you stupid bastard. 1, 1, 2 to 3, 3 to 4. What about a please have some more. Bye-bye. Why does it always sound like she has, like, an accent whenever she says Seeker? It's like, Seeker! Alright, I just need a fucking brute force this at this point. I'm not gonna get much luck otherwise. I mean, I do have a Zerum that I can use for Anias, but that's a bit easier said than done in our current states.
This'll hurt.
I'll need some time to recover.
Chester!
Energy
Alright,
output at max.
hold up. Give my dude some slack here.
Activating skin.
Vitals falling.
Okay, we got multiple turns here. I think I can just save my Zerum. I don't think I have to use it at all.
Can't take much more.
Get it from this angle, and bye-bye. Die. Oof. Took a few tries, and frankly, I lowered the difficulty once because that dude, the one move he used, Death Blossom, is busted as hell. The fact that he lowers all your stats and then does his big fuck-off move is like an insane combo that you can't really do much about. Like, he lowers all your stats, you know? It's not really something that you can have a good counter for, and there isn't like an obvious tell of when he's gonna use it. So I just kind of bit the bullet and just lowered the difficulty a bit. Only to normal, though.
That should buy me enough time. I've had enough of dealing with criminals. I just want to get out of the country and...
Criminals? Such a cruel label. Here I was thinking we were friends.
You were...
Just how could you be so cold, Gaspar Dillon?
Yeah.
What do you think?
Oh shit, the boss.
He performed his role well. I will commend him for that.
Now kill. Bro, you're about to get freaking demolished
Rest
into
assured,
paste.
dear Dylan, that we will make this a festival to remember.
That's
It's time we served you as the opening act. Now, let us see your fear.
No, 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 no!
Oh, he's about to get fucking murderized. Oh shit! Dude, the POV shot? That was kind of crazy.
Phew, we did it.
Yep, that takes care of that.
We defeated it 2 minutes faster than I anticipated. Well done, everyone.
Would you cool it with the pre-battle combat analysis?
Where am I?
I like how Aaron was always kind of the quirky guy, but now he's like the down-to-earth guy, just looking at others and just like, what the hell is your deal? Hey, Sarah.
What happened to the parade? Where's Shahina?
Sarah!
Glad you're up. Now I just gotta go after. Usually when there's red text, it means that someone's turned into a giant frickin' monster, but that was... I think that was indeed him just getting murdered. Was that? Stay here with Sarah.
Right.
Only the professionals are going for this. Well, if we had the professionals, we'd also have Rosette, but... Damn it all. We were too late. Fuck! Ooh. Not a pretty sight. Yeesh! Rip. Oh my god. To the film festival Melchior. This dude's fucked up! With the heart written in the dude's blood? Damn, we going kind of crazy with these things. Melchior might be a bit fucked up. I thought the boss himself was gonna get his hands dirty, but no. The president of Vegas Films was not worthy of having his blood spilled by the boss.
Again.
Yeah. You're not the only one excited to You're not the only one excited to cross paths again so soon after that hookah business.
Hello, detectives. It's good to see you.
Oh, can you believe it, Agnes? I was supposed to finally get a nice, quiet night off until this guy here.
Stow that moaning.
Oh, I get it, dude. The drug situation and the gravity of it was one matter, but this is entirely a different. You can't go trespassing and conducting searches without a warrant. What's the big idea? And why is a bracer involved?
A bracer is involved because regulations dictate that rescuing a citizen in distress takes priority over other concerns. I have permission from our headquarters. I haven't broken any international treaties, technically. And these people aren't vigilantes. Think of them as assistants who have been retained to help the guild with its mission. Wow, she came prepared to talk to the police and everything.
Smooth, throwing the lie right back at him like that. I'm impressed.
Same, not that I expect anything less at this point.
You must be the guild's hot new ace. You're a real pain in my neck, you know that? Our business isn't over. I expect you to come with me to check the crime scene later. And as for you, Arkride, you better be prepared for another interview in your future, understand? Yeah. Loud and clear. I'll keep my schedule open.
Talk to you later, Inspector.
Bleh. Nerd.
Sarah!
Oh. And the sisters.
Shahina, I'm so sorry. You must have been worried sick.
You know, now I have to wonder what the hell's gonna happen at the actual parade.
It's not your fault, you dummy. But
I feel like the finale of this chapter is gonna go insane.
But you don't have to do everything by yourself. I'm gonna help out too from now on.
Because honestly, this by itself feels like it would be fitting for the end of the chapter, but no, it is not.
Thank you, Shahina. I heard how hard you've been working for me.
Like, we've got a step further we're going here.
You've really grown up, haven't you? Sarah!
Aww.
It's so good to see them together again. You're telling me.
Nice work back there, darlings. That can't have been easy. This job ain't over yet, though. Unfortunately, I can't believe Gaspard was running around with gangsters. And then to get killed off like that after being led around and used by them. It's insane.
We're lucky the file with the evidence was left intact. That's our one silver lining in all of this. I just can't stop thinking about that message that was left at the murder scene.
Our friend from Lawnport strikes again. Son of a bitch, making a big scene out of something that awful.
Yeah, Melchior's been in every chapter so far. I mean, he's definitely like the most prevalent bad guy so far. Like, oh, there was the other two heads of Almada, but we've only seen them in chapter 2. But Melchior has been in 1, 2, and 3. He can't get away with this.
I'm just as worried about him as the rest of you. But there's still something else we gotta figure out. Sarah might be back safe and sound with her sister, and the threatening notes won't be a concern any longer. But now the question is, what the hell's gonna happen at the film festival?
That is a good question.
Yeah, we're talking about a murder case tied to drugs. One where the culprit with ties to organized crime is still at large. As much as I hate to admit it, honestly, I don't know if I see a way forward.
No way. We just rescued Sarah. She deserves a happy, dancy ending.
Sure, but I can only imagine how exhausted she is after all that. Sure as hell doubt she's got it in her to dance at the parade.
Then does that mean that the event will end up just like Messeldum's festival?
Well, about that.
It certainly shall not. Not on my watch.
Oh shit. Your Highness! I didn't realize you were here. What do you mean?
I mean exactly what I said. Everything will go on tomorrow as planned.
That's what Dylan was talking about, is that even if he exited stage left, that Sharid would take over.
That goes for both the film festival itself, as well as the Carnal Cavalcade.
For real?
Are you sure it's a good idea to keep going?
Yes. I met with the other sponsors earlier to discuss it. In light of the circumstances and the money spent promoting the festival, we all agreed that we'd rather avoid a last-minute delay or cancellation. As for President Dillon's death and criminal case, we already have measures in place to delay those public announcements. What he said. With His Highness's help, I've contacted every news organization to coordinate things.
When the heck did you do that?
So you're telling me business interests prevailed on this one? Well, if you wish to be blunt about it, yes. I'm resigned to being at the mercy of such politicking these days thanks to my position, as much as it pains me to admit.
Sure, but I imagine it's not all business. There's a certain someone the prince adores who's worked hard at the last 2 years, too.
Indeed, and just like him, if I'm gonna put on this festival, I want to do it right and make it one worth remembering. Certainly the rest of you agree, yes?
Yes, that's why we hired Van and his assistants to help us in the first place.
Right? Right. We've been preparing for this thing for all these months and now it's almost here. We've got to see it through. Precisely. I can't shelve my precious parade now, not when it's so close to coming together. I can't imagine the police at Guild will be very happy to hear this news.
Yeah, I'm honestly still really skeptical about moving forward with this. Especially not while Dylan's killer is still on the loose and while we're clueless about where that puppet master of ours is lurking. I wonder where they're gonna show up. Totally not during the parade. Not like they're gonna parade themselves around. But perhaps if we could task someone with keeping a close eye on what's happening on the shady side, I could be convinced to recommend otherwise.
Now I get it. So that's why His Highness is here. That it is. I have an additional task for you all. It's simple. I'd like you to continue to keep watch over Tharbat until the end of the festival.
Oh, well... Of course, we intend to be fully prepared for anything as well. However, since you've all proven yourselves with this Vegas film business, I think you're more than up to the task of pitching in.
Sure took you long enough to take a liking to us.
I'm certain it can be attributed to all the hard work you and the rest of the company have put in these past 2 days. Hard work is right. A lot of NPC talking we've done. I'll compensate you well for your effort, have no fear. Consider an apology for our transgression this afternoon. I won't ask you to get up to too much trouble. You can still focus on enjoying the festival and parade, if you please. What do you say?
Do it for me too, you guys. Please.
Why do you get voice acting but I don't?
I'm confident my sister will feel all better by tomorrow.
Honestly, the voice acting in these scenes has been so inconsistent to the point that it's like, how can I not make bits about it sometimes? Like, they choose the most random stuff to just pitch in and have voiced lines for. This budget is running by the yen.
Even if she doesn't, I'll be ready to take her place anytime. I want to put my training to use. I want to show everyone the dance we came up with that says Nina Saras!
Shahina. Well, I know this might be really selfish of me to ask after everything you've done to help us both, but I want you all there for us too. Please, Van. Agnes. Everyone. Can you do it?
Well, damn. I was hoping to do a little sightseeing before we made our way home too. But at this point, in for a Curum, in for a Torum. If you're gonna sweeten the deal that much, far be it from me to say no.
We've come this far to make sure everything goes without a hitch. We may as well see it through to the end.
Wait, Curum Tor, is that like in for a penny, in for a pound? Did this bring freaking British slang in?
It's not like we have to do much different either.
I don't even remember, like, I know that Mira is the general, like, usage of a... What am I trying to say? That Mira is, like, the general usage for money, but I don't... Is Curum and Torum, like, the different, like, types of, like, coinage they use and stuff like that? Because that's probably been mentioned at some point in the series, but God knows it isn't something you hear often.
Bunch of overachievers. I guess I'll play along if the rest of you care that much.
Yeah, sure thing.
And we've got a deal.
Otherwise you get
We'll
fired, part-timer.
As glitzy as can be, so we can send old Gaspar off in style. Oh, hey,
The Glitz Pit.
What if we have all of the performers decked out as street dancers, like Sarah and Shahina? That could pack a real punch.
This dude cannot stop thinking.
You know, that just might work.
Nina, don't. You sure have a way of following him off the deep end sometimes.
I was gonna say, like, Nina, why are you supporting that? And Judas is like, what are you on, girl?
Anyway, will that be ready in time?
Huh? What do you mean that?
Of course. I'll see to it that it is. We can never be too prepared.
Oh, are they talking about, like, the thing to keep like frickin' Grendel in check or something like that? That's all I can think of. But they said that, so I'm assuming it's not like a person or something that they have in the wings. Once things settle down, we return to the inn. Placed under brace of protection for our own safety. Alright. Bye-bye. 1 a.m. Fairy, you need to get to sleep. It's past your bedtime, Missy. Into the guild.
Wow, I can't believe we get to sleep at the guild. It's kind of exciting.
This isn't a game, you know.
Either way, you should get some rest. Trust me, the beds here are nice and comfy.
I'm surprised we're even getting this perspective, honestly.
Yay! Sounds like we scored, sis!
Almost makes it feel so like something else is gonna happen, the fact that we're not seeing just the main party here.
Oh crap! I need to get a change of clothes.
You
want me to come with you? That's okay. Our house is practically around the corner. You two go on ahead.
Yeah, nothing bad will happen. Walking off by herself for 2 seconds, nothing bad will happen. Oh, these look bad. Melchior jump scare?
Sarah made it out of that safe and sound.
Yeah, something bad is like, this is red flags times a million.
Makes me wonder if Arusha brought us together with Van and his friends. Honestly, I wouldn't actually mind if he dated...
Bruh. Oh, fuck,
Hello. Lovely night we're having, isn't it?
Huh? We just cut to black. Big shock. Fee, all you had to do is just follow her like 20 feet. Well, shit. I mean, at least she was like an auxiliary member, but it still sucks that she isn't going to get to be part of the parade.
It's fair to say that I truly love films.
Real?
In the
Shafrillis?
20 years since they first emerged in Calvert, they've become
Judith and
a true
Gotti on the
art
sides.
form.
Oh, there's Nina.
One that will continue to spread throughout Zemuria.
Man, I hope so, because they did not exist or even get mentioned in in any of the other countries.
The world of the silver screen is enthralling and ever-evolving, capturing the hearts of audiences with its thrilling brand of drama. The fact so many of you have flocked to this desert city to celebrate them speaks volumes about the power of film.
Uh-huh. Yeah, what he said. Wait, she's here? Well, why is she here?
I would, of course, be remiss not to acknowledge the cancellation of the Mesodon Film Festival 2 months ago. A most tragic event.
What did the fucking boss of Almada say to her? She wasn't kidnapped, so is she getting blackmailed instead? Or maybe brainwashed? What the hell's happening? What, did they like attach a bomb to her and now she's gonna like freaking explode the festival? Or like, what is happening
Shall
here?
not diminish our shared love for this burgeoning medium, even if our passion for it takes various shapes.
I am now extra concerned now that she's
Above all
here.
else, may this festival serve as an expression of that innate richness and diversity. As Prince of Elzai, I, Sharid Osval, am pleased to announce the commencement of the first Tharbad Film Festival.
Nuke then goes off.
At noon, we'll be awarding the Leon d'Or, as well as putting on the Carnal Cavalcade. 2 events you won't want to miss.
I wonder what that symbol in the back is. Like the one, well, you know, the one that doesn't say Tharbad Film Festival in Vegas Films. Is that like, maybe it's like the frickin' crest of like Alzheimer or something like that?
But enough rambling from royalty. To everyone attending, may your time here be joyous. Welcome to our cinematic celebration.
Absolute cinema. I don't like it when characters spread their arms like that. It makes me feel like they're about to get shot like a certain someone. Damn, Banner? I'm guessing we're just gonna be free roaming during a lot of this. Seems like, if I had to guess, there's probably gonna be another massive ass NPC around here. Damn, this town's really coming to life now that it's the big day. Yeah, I don't know if any of the other festivals I've ever seen compare to this. Seems like the information blackout on what happened with Dylan's working as intended too. Not that I was worried with Renee looking after it. Between that and the Orbal Hookah incident, he's certainly proven to be an impressive individual. I have mixed feelings on everything, but I'm definitely glad to see everyone's hard work paying off. Even if we can't rest easy just yet. That we can't. There's still the Carnal Cavalcade at noon, plus the big award ceremony. Today's gonna be a packed day as well, isn't it? It's entirely possible that trouble could strike during either of those things. We're probably about to get even more side quests during this, honestly. I'm not saying we can't have fun and enjoy ourselves, just stay on the lookout for anything suspicious. Like, this is definitely like this feels like it's gonna be like a halfway point, or, you know, like a close to halfway mark in the game almost, with how insane. This is like the big event, you know, that like most games have at like the halfway point. That's just like, wee oo, big stuff happening. Yeah, we know the drill by now. You want us to take a stroll around town while checking for any new 4 SPGs that have come in, yeah? Nothing we haven't done before. So this is how Arkwright Solutions goes about conducting its risk assessment work. I find it very interesting. It's gonna be okay, you guys. We can put our experience from Lawnport to use here, too. Also, I think we should check on Shahina and Sarah and see how they're doing. Definitely. I've been worried about Sarah. Hopefully she feels better after a good night's sleep. No rest for the weary, it seems. Guess we got a full plate for our last day in town. Let's get to work, folks. That we shall. any voice acting dialogue just by walking around here. It is nice just getting this new tune for just chilling here. A crap tons of people to talk to. Obviously, I'm gonna freaking end it off here in a sec. I'm just making sure and checking around, seeing if we have any voice lines and whatnot to check out at least. Any active voices. Can talk to Gotti later. I really like this tune though. Oh wait, no, you're the lady, the little girl that was dancing outside of the guild. Speaking of which, let's check over here. The two old men are still chilling. Whoa, 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 that's an actual... Oh wait, can I go within vicinity? Okay, I can. Okay, that's cool. I physically actually have to talk to them. Holy shit! Alright, 3 different... Oh my god, okay, it is a stacked day out here. Alright, well, I think it's pretty obvious. Next time on Trails Through Daybreak, we're gonna be doing a lot of side quests, I think. And we'll be talking to every important NPC around here. Whoa, airship. Guess the prince is chilling up there. Or it's just his ship and it's getting toted around for the sake of just being like, look at my fancy ship in the air, isn't it so cool? But, yeah. Definitely made some substantial progress. We took care of the Orbital Hookah incident, though it seems like another one's brewing on the horizon. Big shock there. This is where Sarah and Shahina live, isn't it? Yep, although they don't look to be at home right now. I had to check the door after what we just saw earlier, you gotta understand. But yeah, next time on Daybreak, we'll be doing all just that, and maybe even more. Thank you very much for watching, and adios, ciao, and bye-bye. Signing off until next time. Ja, matane.